In this video, we're going to find out which is the longer ball from TaylorMade, the TP5, the TP5X, or the Tour Response. Let's find out. So that's the hitting done. Let's check the data out and see which of these golf balls is the longest. Right, okay, so first number on the left, ball speed, very, very similar with each of these three golf balls, almost indistinguishable. Let's have a look at the carry distance over to the far right. 271 for the TP5, 268 TP5X, and 274 for the Tour Response. So the Tour Response carrying that little bit further than the other two. Total distance 293, 288, 296 with the Tour Response. So looking at this information, the Tour Response is the longest golf ball. But just before we conclude that the Tour Response is the longest ball, let's take a look at the club data, look at my input. Let's see if there's anything within these numbers that could contribute to the Tour Response being so much longer than kind of the TP5 and TP5X. Looking at the head speed, everything's pretty much at 112 miles an hour, so that's not going to contribute. If we look at the dynamic loft, that's the amount of loft that I've presented to the golf ball at impact, we can start to see a bit of a difference with this TP5X. I've delivered a little bit more loft with that, so that's going to decrease the amount of distance that we can achieve if I add loft. Next thing to take a look at, top right of screen, is strike location. Now with the 2 response, the strike's just that little bit higher, which is going to drop the spin rate just that little bit underneath the TP5X. And if you drop the spin rate, generally you're going to get a little bit more distance. There are diminishing returns, you can drop the spin rate too much, but in this example the spin rate was just that little bit lower. That's going to give me that little bit more yardage. So in that test we saw that the 2 response was longer. I don't think it actually is any longer than the other 2 golf balls. To be perfectly honest, I think you'd be hard pressed to see any real difference with the driver with these 3 golf balls. But because TaylorMade are producing these balls, you'd think there'd be some difference. Maybe the difference lies somewhere else. Maybe it's in the short game. That's going to be a future video. As ever, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments box below. I'd also like you to subscribe to the channel if you can, and I'll see you again in the next video.